weird. That's why today we're counting down the 10 weirdest things that your body does. Eye twitching. As annoying as it may be, the twitching of the eyelids is something that we have all experienced. The muscles in our eyelids start to spasm uncontrollably, and there's nothing we can do but wait for it to stop. Scientists have chalked up many causes behind them, including microscopic eyelash mites that irritate our eyes. Other reasons vary from fatigue, light sensitivity, and alcohol to symptoms of eye and even brain disorders. Predict the weather. This might sound fancy, but for the people who can do this, it's just painful. When atmospheric pressure drops, something that tends to happen right before rain or snowfall, then our knees swell up as the fluid in our joints is under less pressure. The swelling goes unnoticed by most of us, except for people suffering from arthritis or those nursing broken bones. Since the joints and bones are already sensitive from their conditions, this swelling of their joints only worsens their pain. Increase in humidity and low temperature also have similar effects. Temporarily go deaf and blind. Ever felt bad about completely going deaf in a boring meeting? Or miss out on some detail because of focusing on something else? Our brain can only handle so many tasks. It therefore needs to shut out information that it deems unnecessary when trying to focus. When our brain is trying to focus on a certain task, its ability to process noises can go down sharply, a phenomenon known as inattentional deafness. Similarly, when our brain fails to recognize an unexpected stimuli when trying to focus on some other visual element, it is known as inattentional blindness. Most of us would have come across this when we saw the viral Invisible Gorilla video. Become super strong. Also known as hysterical strength, this happens when people are faced with life and death situations. Every time we hear about stories where parents were able to lift extremely heavy things off of their children to save their lives, this was the phenomena in action. Similar effect has also been observed in people suffering from excited delirium. Scientists have tried to explain this through the actions of adrenaline, which rushes to our muscles, lifting the limits that the brain imposes on the muscles and sending a surge of oxygen, thereby resulting in increased strength. However, this explanation is often disputed and needs more research to be fully understood. Change composition of breast milk. Breast milk is more than just baby food. Depending on the needs of the baby, a breastfeeding mother's body changes its composition. This change affects its nutritional and antiviral characteristics according to the baby's health, feeding habits, nutritional needs, and the number of children. In the early stage, breast milk is almost transparent and is known as colostrum. It contains a lot of antibodies and mainly serves the purpose of boosting the baby's immune system. It also changes if the baby is premature or doesn't feed for long. It's so dynamic that it may even change within the same feeding session. Use more than 5 senses. All of us have been taught in our schools that humans have 5 senses. However, our bodies detect much more without us even realizing it. Some sources even suggest that we detect as many as 20 different sensations. Feeling balance and pressure are the first that come to mind. The ability to sense hunger and thirst along with heat, pain, and vibrations are now also recognized as senses. Abilities like detecting magnetic fields, echolocation, and infrared waves, which are only seen in the animal kingdom, are also being reported among several humans. Wake up taller. Our spine allows us to walk upright and go about our day. It does this with the help of 33 vertebrae that gives us flexibility and strength. However, gravity is constantly pulling us down. Our spine counteracts the effect of gravity with the help of intervertebral discs, made of cartilage. These discs separate the vertebrae from each other and flex and expand as necessary. When we lie down to sleep, they can relax and get back to their original length. This means that when we wake up, we become almost 1 centimeter longer on average. However, by the end of the day, this increase in height is lost to the force of gravity. Glow in the dark. For animals living deep in the darkness of the oceans, bioluminescence makes a lot of sense. But what if we were told that even humans glow, and that too in the visible light range? According to some Japanese researchers, human bodies indeed glow. Although this glow is extremely faint for the naked human eye to pick, these researchers used extremely sensitive cameras to discover this phenomena. They even go on to say that the glow is caused by a byproduct of cellular metabolism. The glow is even affected by the rate of metabolism that a person is experiencing. Hypnagogic jerk. Ever been jolted out of sleep by your own body? Or seen someone dozing suddenly wake up without a start? This occurrence is known as a hypnagogic jerk. This happens when we are still about to fall asleep or merely dozing. There are many theories that try to explain this. The most interesting one says that it comes from the time that we were primates and lived on trees. This jerk kept us from falling asleep on the tree and consequently falling to our deaths. Placebo effect. This is probably the most well-known and most studied effect here, and yet we're no closer to explaining it. A doctor gives us a pill for our sickness. We take the pill and are all better. But then we find out that the medicine was in fact a placebo. It had no medication and was little more than a candy. How did we get cured then? It was the mind that tricked itself into getting better. Placebos work not just on illnesses, but even for insomnia and weight loss. Indeed, it's a true testament to the awesomeness of the human body. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to get similar content. See you in the next one!